Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's your takeaway?
Well, it's very much part of the book and not the movie, as you said. But the fact that Uncle Vernon, like with the whole magic word thing, and he says, I warned you, I will not tolerate mention of your abnormality under this roof. Like,
oh, so he's ableist too.
Like, sir,
you're abnormal.
His abnormality? Like, okay, hot, right? Like,
your abnormality.
Yeah. Who's over there practicing for the arrival of his guests and keeping people on script? Talking.
I was going to say, literally telling everybody what to say and at what time. But Harry's the one with the abnormality.
Yeah, it's just, it just reminded me, this chapter reminded me, because we don't really get to see the Dursleys except for like at the beginning and end of the books, right? So it just reminds me of how much. Well, and for a quarter of the year, we don't really understand, because the books mostly take place at Hogwarts. We don't understand that he has to deal with this for a quarter of the year, right? Like that's a long time for him to have to deal, you know? And
from when they come home in June until he goes back September 1st.
Yeah, to suffer through
essentially all of July and August.
Yeah,
he has to deal with this crap. All right, so I wrote mine down because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. My takeaway was that the Dursleys are cruel and abusive. They locked up Hedwig, which is animal cruelty to start with.
Yeah.
Not to mention, what is it going to hurt if there's a damn message from somebody? Like,
right?
It was both cruel to Hedwig and Harry, just for no reason whatsoever. Accusing Harry of threatening Dudley when he said, you forgot the magic word, because people say that all the time. But
yeah,
they're them, so the abnormality is the elephant in the room. Locking everything in the cupboard, because you could have at least let the boy do his homework. He can't have books and parchment and pens.
Honestly, if you think about it, especially the way that Dudley is raised, wouldn't you think that studying or having to read books or things like that would kind of be a punishment? Like the academic aspect or the academic side of things? Like, they could easily, people tell you, go to your room and read, or go crack a book.
I was going to say, for Dudley, that would definitely be a punishment because of Dudley's personality. So I wonder, why didn't they think of it as a punishment? Yeah, you go. I have homework. Oh, okay, make sure you do your homework then.
Exactly.
But then the freak school and the abnormality part of it. So I don't know.
But isn't it okay, if I am them and I really don't like this kid, I mean, it seems like they don't, right? If this is me, then I would be like, oh, let me get you out of my hair. Go take your books and your papers or whatever and stay in your room.
But if you think about it, he really doesn't have much to occupy his time. So wouldn't it just be an extension of them not allowing him to really have any diversions or anything like that?
I mean,
Dudley has computers and TVs and all that, and Harry don't have nothing. So, like,
well, have they removed all of Dudley's broken toys and stuff from his bedroom? Because it used to be Dudley's second bedroom, right?
That's true.
There's stuff in
there. All the broken stuff. Is there any point?
Yeah, when kids' imaginations, they can play with broken stuff.
That's true. I don't know. I just thought they didn't have to lock up his books at the very least.
Yeah.
And then the line that I read about him going back to being treated like a dog that had rolled in something smelly, they forgot. They didn't forget. They fully ignored his birthday because for Dudley to remember, they darn sure knew.
Yeah.
The fact that they made a big old rack of lamb roast or rack of pork loin or whatever, and this big humongous pudding for dinner, and she made him hurry up and scarf down 2 slices of bread and a lump of cheese. And her throwing it says she aimed a heavy blow at his head with the soapy frying pan.
Yeah.
And then her putting him to work while Dudley lolled around eating ice cream. And again, I put the list of the stuff, but I already read it to you guys. The windows, the car wash, the lawn, even repainting a full bench. Like,
oh, I'd rather repaint a bench than mow the lawn.
I'm just saying, his list of stuff.
Yeah.
Was extensive. You mow the lawn, you clean the windows.
Yeah. Especially considering that Dudley just has to polish off some ice cream.
Right. Like, it's all rather hefty chores. It's not like you got like one hefty chore and a few small. No, he got all the hefty chores while fat Piglet over there is sitting around eating ice cream and teasing people about their birthday.
Yep.
So, yeah, my takeaway was that the Dursleys are just cruel and abusive. And you can add animal cruelty to that because poor Hedwig having to be locked in her cage for 2 months.
Yeah. This is exactly how I feel about, zoos and aquariums.
Fair. Although I will say, the last time I went to the aquarium, I was really, really taken with the water sea puppies. And they seemed very happy and very playful. The baby otters.
Yeah. It's not that part. Like, I think this is very off topic, but migratory creatures shouldn't be locked away in a pool.
That's fair.
Like dolphins or other animals that like swim extremely long distances and naturally want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I mean, I did bring up animal cruelty twice, so it wasn't totally off topic.
Oh no, I mean like an owl, like they have to fly. Hunt.
And even if it didn't fly, even if it was a damn flamingo or a penguin, it shouldn't be locked in a cage for 2 months.
Nope.
So, yeah, that was my takeaway.
There you go.
Okay.